Hi, this is Tracy from GiftBasketAppeal, and today I'm going to show you step by step how you can wrap up your gifts for the holidays. So let's get started. The gift that we're going to be wrapping up today is a box, and I would say that it's about medium size. The wrapping paper is nice pattern, holiday pattern. And I'm also going to show you how to attach a bow to your gift. And so we're going to be using this type of ribbon. And we're going to use this ribbon pattern as well. So it should make for a nice, beautifully wrapped gift. I'm also going to be using this wired garland to help decorate my gift. You'll also need scissors and invisible tape. Make sure you have enough gift wrap paper to wrap up your gift. So I'm going to make a space here so I could actually measure this out. And I'm going to place my box right here with the top facing down. You want to make sure your gift wrap at least comes about 3/4 across the bottom of the box. Don't forget the bottom part is facing up, the bottom part of the box. So this is the bottom. And then you want to have the other part of the gift wrap paper overlap that part. So I'm just measuring it off for right now, and I'm just making a little crease right here so I know where to cut. I'm going to start cutting across here, and for visual purposes, so just so that you could see, I'm going to cut just basically close to that line. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm also going to cut some of this off the sides because this is too much for our sides. So we don't need that much to cover the sides. We're already covered there, so we have a little bit too much, so we're going to cut the sides off. Looking at the width of the box on the sides, I'm going to cut at least 1 inch off of that so that it comes down to about here. So that's how much I'm going to cut off. But I can just basically gauge it. I don't have to measure it exactly. I could always cut more if I need to. And I'm going to cut about that same amount off of the other side. This is one of my other favorite things to do, is wrapping up gifts. You know what my first favorite thing is? Making the baskets. Now that we've got our excess paper cut off, it's time to wrap it up. I'm just going to bring this part over here. I'm going to put a tiny bit of tape right here just to hold our gift wrap on there. That keeps it nice and tight. because you want to make sure it's very, very neat. And there's no excess, no bubbles underneath your wrapping paper. Then I'm going to take the other side. And what I like to do is I just like to fold it over just a tiny bit. To me, it just gives it a neater look. You don't have to do this. This is just something that I do. And then just cross over, neaten it up. And you've got it nice and tight, so it's tight on both sides. There's no bubbles underneath. Place a little bit of tape right there. And that invisible tape works really well, so you can hardly see it, and there's a certain neatness to it. Maybe a small piece right here. I don't use a whole lot of tape, just a little bit to hold it in place. All right, so you're almost there. Now we're going to start wrapping up the sides. Now remember, this is the bottom of your box. We have a crease here. You really hardly can see it, but you're going to take your wrapping paper and just gently tuck it. Right up to the ends, right up to the corners, just like that. And what I'm going to do is just take another little piece of tape to hold it in place. Just put one more because I cut a little bit uneven, but that's okay. Okay. I'm going to tuck the sides in, right up to the corner there. Take the other side. I want you to see this. Tuck that side in. And some people like to put tape here, and you can do that if you want. So I'll go ahead and do that. That just holds it in place. Keeps everything nice and neat. And there's other ways to do it, but this is just my way of doing it. It's what I'm comfortable with. So I hope this is helpful to you. Okay, so now we've creased this down. We can start folding this up now. And what I'm going to do again is I'm just folding it over. This is just something that I do. And then I'm bringing it up. It just gives it a neater look. I'm going to put some tape right there. Another piece of tape right here. Maybe one in the middle. I try to use as little tape as possible. Okay, so we got that one side done. So now we're going to do the other side. So now we got our gift all wrapped up. And this is the top part of it. See how neat it looks? And now, time for the bow. Okay, we're going to use this sparkly green thin ribbon to actually add another element before we attach our bow. So that you can see it, I'm going to actually stand the gift up on its side. And we're going to take the ribbon like this, come across the back like so, And then we'll, remember this is the back part now, this is the bottom of the gift. And I'm just going to pull it real tight. Bring it down this way. And I'm going to take my ribbon and tie it right in the middle, just not in a knot, but I just want to tie it like this for right now. And then I want to attach it to this ribbon here. So I'm just going to take my ribbon and go underneath with this. And then I'm going to tie it. Right in the dead center. And your ribbon might twist up a little bit. You could always straighten it out after you've attached it. Now notice I have a lot of excess ribbon. I'm just going to cut this off, maybe about here. I always cut it shorter. A little bit over here. And now I'm ready to attach my ribbon. Here's the ribbon that I'll be using to attach to the top of this gift. On the back part of this ribbon, I have another red ribbon attached to it, and that's going to help me tie my ribbon onto the gift. I'm going to use the ribbon that I have, that excess, to diagonally tuck it under. So I'm just passing the ribbon through that green ribbon, the red ribbon, through the green ribbon. And then I'm just going to make a knot underneath. And that will secure it on the top. Most people use those ribbons with the tape that you just peel off the adhesive and just tape it on, but for some reason I just like the fact of making my own ribbon. Okay, so we've got the ribbon is securely attached on there, and I could neaten it up a little bit. Now we have our ribbon attached, and we got one more thing to attach to our gift to give it more pizzazz. I found this garland in the dollar store, and I thought it would add a little bit more sparkle to my gift. And the nice thing is that I can just, it's easy to cut, and I can attach it to the gift. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to cut away some of this garland. I don't know how much I'm going to use. And all I'm going to do is take my garland that I just cut and kind of just tuck it underneath the ribbon. And I'm going to pull it out through the other side. And it can stay just like this if you want it to. You can bend it a certain way if you want. You can kind of tuck it under or even tuck it in. I'm just going to tuck it back into my ribbon here. And tuck the other side in here. I could always go back and neaten up my ribbon. Okay, I'm going to take one more and I'm going to tuck it in underneath the other way. You could basically do whatever you want with it. Whether you want to just tape it on a little bit here, you could do that. It just depends on what you want to do. So I think I'm going to just tape it on right there. And the other part I'm going to tape on right here. I don't think anyone's going to want to open this gift once it's on there like that, because it looks so beautiful. You might not want to even open it. And then we've got our little streamers sticking out here from our thin ribbon. So you could either leave it dangling or you can curl it up. And there you have it, your beautifully wrapped present. Notice that the bow and the gift wrap have the same colors, but they do not have the exact same pattern. So you can mix it up, experiment, try different things. I hope this video was helpful to you. Happy holidays!